Hm. Piu, 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 piu. Piu, piu, piu. Moin. Schönen guten Morgen. Freitag. Retro-Freitag. Wir spielen Planescape Torment. Nicht WoW. Wie sieht's aus? Moin Marco, moin Demo. Hm. Njam, 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 njam. So, wir sind in der großen Fabrik angekommen. Das ist so das Zentrum von den Godsmen. Einer Fraktion in der Stadt Sigil. Die daran glauben, dass in jedem ein Funken Göttlichkeit steckt. Dass jeder zu Großem imstande ist. Und das sind irgendwie ganz tolle Leute. Ja. Ja, weiß ich auch noch nicht. Und wir haben einen neuen Freund. Wir haben Mordron. Das ist ein Mordron. Ein Mordron, der ein bisschen durcheinander ist. Ja, die Mordrons sind eigentlich so Konstrukte, die einem Kollektiv angehören. Kommen auch von dieser Ebene des Mechanischen oder so. Also sind so ein bisschen wie Borgs. Nur nicht so böse. Also das ist so ein, wie sagt man, übergeordnetes Bewusstsein. Diese ganzen Konstrukte werden miteinander verbunden. Und ab und zu passiert es aber, dass sich so ein Mordron, nein, wie heißt es? Doch, Mordron, es wird so ein bisschen wirr und es spaltet sich ab vom Kollektiv. Und naja, it's going rogue, heißt es. Und wir nennen es jetzt andersherum, Nordrom. Nordrom. Nordrom ist unser neuer, treuer Begleiter. Und mit dem haben wir noch nicht geredet. Und immer wenn man mit den Leuten redet, dann findet man halt, naja, manchmal manchmal kriegt man ein bisschen was raus über seine Vergangenheit. Ne? Also, dass man irgendwie da zusammenhängt mit den Leuten. So wie ich mit Morty. Und manchmal hat man auch so Dialoge, die den Charakter stärker machen. Und mit Nordom haben wir das noch nicht gemacht. Machen wir jetzt. Aber warte mal. Vielleicht machen wir das in einem Umfeld, wo nicht irgendwelche Zahnräder rattern. Ja. Nordom staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises, first one, then the other, as if conversing. Okay. Jetzt so, als Hände hat er so Armbrüste, Nordom. Und die kommunizieren miteinander. Er ist ein witziger Typ. What are you doing with your crossbows? Attention, Nordom, required. Nordom turns, swivels to you, stutters in mid-path, then reorients himself with a clank. Responds to query. Action being performed on crossbows. Submit request for clarification. Null. Crossbows present. Oh really? What do you call those two clicking things in your hands? Response. Two clicking objects held in opposable digits. Nordom raises his riveted fingers and waves the two crossbows, which suddenly start clicking and twanging, as if in irritation. Response. Objects. Gear spirits. Gear spirits? What do you mean? Very define gear spirits. Response. Gear spirits. Okay. Yeah, but what are gear spirits? Morty mischt sich ein. Chief, as much fun as it is, prying a bar stool out of a Batitsu's reel might prove more worthwhile than rattling our bone boxes with this stupid polygon. Do you know what gear spirits are, Morty? Chief, I have no idea what this cube is rattling on about. I thought you were the expert on the planes. Well, I know more than you staggering guttural amnesiac. Besides, here's 3 more bits of knowledge to rattle around in that empty brain box of yours. 1, there are no experts on the planes. 2, I'm the closest thing to one you're going to find. And 3, treat me with some respect. Why? See the second reason. What is lustig? Alright then, Nordom, I had some other questions for you. I'm curious, how did you end up in Rubicon? Rubicon ist, ne, wie soll ich sagen, die Dungeon-Wissenschaftler. Ne, diese Pocket Dimension, in die ich mich rein teleportiert habe, wo diese Nordoms sind. Und diesen Dungeon, der sich immer wieder neu bauen lässt, unterhalten, weil sie mehr über Gewölbekunde herausfinden möchten. Nordom Schrups. Query requires submitting of chronology. Shall Nordom submit chronology? Yes, I would like to know. Orders received at initiation of Rubicon project. Departure from plane Mechanus. Stage 1st. Arrival at destination. Plane Limbo. Stage 2nd. Parameters dictated by superior creative director. Shaped matter of plane Limbo to test hypothesis. Hypothesis, glaube ich. Rubicon dungeon constructed. Go on. Superior director of crate lost in field test. Chronology disrupted upon achievement of stage 2nd. 3rd stage disruption occurs. Not part of project directives. What happened during this 3rd stage? 3rd stage. Unprecedented. Nordom specific stage. Hypothesis. Lack of director. Plus exposure to plane. Chaos. Resulted in perspective of Nordom to deviate from norm. Ah, guck mal. Da sieht man... Weil diese Konstrukte sind normalerweise rechtschaffend. Und wenn er jetzt auf dieser Ebene des Chaos war, im Limbus, hat es ein bisschen schlecht auf ihn abgefärbt. Deswegen ist er wahrscheinlich losgelöst worden vom, wie sagt man, von seinen anderen Jungs, vom Kollektiv. Deviate from norm? How? Introspective cycle commencing. Jetzt denkt er über sich selbst nach. Nordom clicks his eyes closed and begins to hum. A few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation. Perceptions have become 1. Smaller and B. Louder. Auch sehr geil. 1 und B, ne? Also, er ist auch ein bisschen durcheinander einfach. Wings have been replaced with arms. Reason unknown. Suspicion. Hypothesis. Not liked wings. Speculation. Nordom was once 1, but is now smaller, louder, 1. Change has resulted in information processing difficulties. I see, Nordom. I had some other questions. Nordom, what are Mordrons? There is a click 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 as Nordom executes a rapid series of blinks. Then he schrups. Query. Mordron. What is? Define. Mordron. I am Mordron. Yes, but what is a Mordron? Query. Mordron. Define. Mordron. I am a Mordron. Answered. The shutters over Nordrom's eyes click close a few times, and his eyes dilate to points. You carry. Mordron. But what is? Define. What is a Mordron? Mordron is Nordom. Backwards, Nordom, Mordron. But... Ugh. For the sake of the powers and my sanity, cut it out. He's going to snap a crank if you keep asking him that over and over. That was kind of the idea, Morty. Well, I wanted to know the answer, and I was getting it from him. Look, Chief, normal Mordrons barely understand anything beyond their basic tasks. And this stupid polygon here is a fresh off the plains to boot. Don't confuse the cube, alright? At least not while he's armed. You want to know about Mordrons? Ask me, not him. Alright, Morty. What can you tell me about Mordrons? It's like this, Chief. Mordrons are these stupid geometric shapes that clang around on their home plane, Mechanos. They're really tidy, orderly, and they like the rest of the multiverse to be too. That's why they're such pests. What's wrong with trying to make the multiverse more orderly, sag ich mal als rechtschaffen Guter. Morty glances at Nordom, who is holding up his left crossbow to the side of his head, as if listening to it. Because, Chief, chaos has its place. And if everything were the way a Mordron sees things, it wouldn't be much of a life. At least, a life I'd want to live. They just want to make everything structured. Yuck! Truth. I agree, chaos has its place. Too much law and we'll all stagnate. Look, nee, ich bin rechtschaffen gut. Ich liebe rechtschaffen. Ich liebe Ordnung. Alright then, let's move on. Tell me about Mechanos, Nordom. Nordom freezes, and slowly the gears in his elbows begin turning in a slow hypnotic synchronization. Define query, Mechanos. The Mechanos? Plane of order. Sense. Cause generates effect. Predictable. Law, logic, regimented. Obedience. Gears turn. Mechanos, Nordom origin. Mechanos, null. Home, Nordom. Mechanos, boring. In every sense of the word, Chief. Imagine a plane filled with Mordrons and big turning gears. And you have the great big boring plane of Mechanos. Too many laws, too annoying. A place you wouldn't even want to think about, let alone visit. Morty mag das nicht mit der Ordnung. Oh, Fall from Grace, unsere neue Priesterin mischt sich ein. Morty's critique aside, Mechanos is actually a fascinating place. There is no sky there, only great gears that turn in space. They shine light according to their cycles, and the effect is really quite breathtaking. The logic and order of the plane can be relaxing, and there's more than enough to do to quell one's boredom, if you know where to go and how to go. Excuse me, Miss Priestess of Piety, but Mechanos is the most boring place in the universe. Morty mischt sich wieder ein. The only interesting thing about it would be if you visited. Morty rolls his eyes. But I have a feeling even that would lose its charm after a while. Nordom, what did you mean before by null-home? Mechanos equals origin point. Source. Energy. Cannot return to Mechanos. Null-home. Broke law with existence. Central office for the punishment of offenders awaits in Regulus. Mechanos, origin, null-home. Home, null place. What do you mean by source? Source equals energy. Morty? All Mordrons are part of this pool, Chief. Kind of like a big bank of energy. When one of them dies, the energy it took to make the Mordron is absorbed back into the bank, and a new one spit out. The thing is, when a Mordron goes a little nutty, he kind of cuts that connection, but he keeps a bit of the energy. Fall from grace. Fall from grace nods. Morty is correct. Mordrons share a common energy. In some ways, this energy links all of them. When one of them dies, the energy is absorbed back into the common pool, and a new Mordron is created from that energy. When a Mordron goes rogue, then he severs the link from his kind and takes a small part of the energy with him. Morty glares at Fall from Grace. Do you mind? I had the answer covered. Thank you. I'm the font of information here. Not you, all right? Morty wird eifersüchtig, weil Fall from Grace auch viel weiß. Fall from Grace nods slightly. My apologies, Morty. I did not mean to offend. Morty, I need all the information I can get, so don't get territorial on me. If Fall from Grace has something to add, then I want to hear it, alright? Morty. Oh, I get it. Maybe if I was a succubus, you'd listen to me more often, that it? Maybe if I showed a little skin once in a while, then I'd get some respect, huh? That's pretty shallow, Chief. Pretty shallow. Why, I ought to... Morty. Fall from Grace breaks in gently. I must confess, without your original foundation of information, I would have been hard-pressed to explain the situation. Frequently, your use of metaphors and phrases makes it much easier for others to understand your explanations. It makes you a far better teacher than I. Sie weiß, wie sie mit Morty umgehen muss. Oh yeah, well, yeah. You hear that, Chief? What the succubus said? She's right. I'm easier to understand, more wise to the chant. Know what I'm saying? So you need me around, see? Right. I have another question. You're both saying Mordron is a part of this source, but he's cut off from it. And when a Mordron dies, they are reabsorbed. Will Nordum be? Morty nods. And if he dies, another Nordum is created? No. What happens? Well, they will take his energy, Chief, and they'll spit out another Mordron, but it won't be Nordum. Because he's not really a Mordron anymore. He's got too much of the planes in him. They'll make a non-Nordum replacement. So, in turning rogue, he's become mortal. Morty pauses for a moment. Well, yeah, you could put it like that. I mean, if he hadn't had his little rogue rebellion, then he'd be fine. If he died, another Mordron would pop up just like him. But since he became backwards, well, that part's going to be lost when he dies. Das ist ganz interessant, weil das ist, wieder, ne, wie geil die Auswahl der Companions ist. Weil das ist quasi mein Schicksal, nur gespiegelt, nur andersherum. Er war unsterblich, ist durch diesen Chaosunfall aus seinem Kollektiv geschmissen, wurde sozusagen individualisiert und es hat dadurch seine Sterblichkeit bekommen. Weil er verliert ja seine, wie soll ich sagen, seine Perspektive als Individuum, wenn er stirbt. Dann geht die Energie wieder zurück auf die Heimatebene und dann kommt wieder so ein, ich sag mal, langweiliger, normaler Roboter raus. Alright, Nordum, I had some other questions. Gucken wir mal, was haben wir noch? Aber Moment mal. Ich will doch eigentlich jetzt mal ihn so ein bisschen auch verbessern. Geht das nicht irgendwie? How are you doing? Introspective cycle commencing. Nordum clicks, his eyes closed and begins to hum. Wait for Nordum to complete his analysis. A few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective evaluation. Perceptions have become 1. Smaller and B. Louder. Wings have been replaced with arms. Reason unknown. Ich Ich bin jetzt Mechaniker, ja. Suspicion, Hypothesis, schwieriges Wort. Not like the wings, speculations. Nordom was once one, but is now smaller, louder one. Change has resulted in information processing difficulties. Ah, das hatten wir schon. Do you think your separation from the source is what caused your perspective shift from that quieter, broader one to the smaller, louder one? Nordom stares at you for a moment in silence. Then a slow vrrr comes from inside his frame, and he clicks. You're not certain, but it sounds like something clicked into space. Ihm geht ein Licht auf. Ja, guck mal, weil er also aus dem Kollektiv geschmissen worden ist, sozusagen. He's separated from the source. Deswegen ist alles etwas leiser geworden. Ne, er ist kleiner geworden und alles ist lauter geworden. Macht ja Sinn. Nordom? Intelligence increased. Constitution increased. Guck mal. Jetzt. Er hat was geschnallt. Jetzt ist er schlauer geworden. Status updated. Introspection drain halted. Rerouting speculation routines to main queue. Er muss nicht mehr so viel grübeln. Deswegen hat er jetzt mehr Power. To your surprise, some of the warbling has gone out of Nordom's voice. It is more level, more controlled than it was before. The fact is a little unnerving. Okay, was haben wir noch? Jetzt haben wir ihn ein bisschen schlauer gemacht. Have you ever heard of someone named Rabel Puzzlewell? Negatory. Nordom's body begins vibrating. Then there is a sharp snap and it stops. Subject of inquiry is not known to Nordom. Alright. Nordom, do you know anything about the Blood War? Das ist mein Thema. Define Blood War. The largest conflict in recorded history. Underlying cause of war. Ideological differences between Batitsu, law, and Tanari, chaos. Qualifiers of war. Racial genocide. Prospect of war ending unless every Batitsu and or every Tanari is exterminated. Ist ganz viele Nullen und Eins. Ganz geringe Prozentchance. Primary combatants Batitsu Tanari. Participants in war all. Tell me about the Batitsu. Ah, das kennen wir ja alles. Tell me about the Tanari. Efficiency 13%. Okay. Was mehr nicht? No more queries, Nordom. Let's go.
Experience has increased my skills.
What? Oh, guck an. Was kann sie denn noch eben nehmen? Flame Walk, Prayer, Remove Curse. Sicher irgendwann mal wichtig. Heilung. Jetzt geht's weiter. So. Godsmen, Foundry Worker, Tildon. Der erste mit dem Namen. Her damit. You see a slab-stomached man with thick arms and a straggly beard. He smells as if he hasn't washed in ages. Oh, angenehm. And his breath doesn't do much for your breakfast. He's in the process of ordering around subordinates as you approach him, and he deals a quick cuff to the ear of one of them. He turns to face you, hitching up his belt. What do you want? I have some questions. You want answers? Like what? Who are you? Hill in the Grey. Supervisor for this yard. My job is to make sure my laborers get their jobs done. And to make sure people like you don't distract them. They work little enough as it is. They're little sots. And they'd manage to lose the rest of the day in illness if I weren't here. I'm tough, but I'm fair. Ask anyone. Ugh. Why do they call you the Grey? Because I'm covered in soot most of the time from those blasted furnaces. It's a nickname my laborers have given me, out of affection, no doubt. Sarcastic, no doubt. They really seem to respect your gentle soul. Serious, no doubt. That's right, they do. They know if they don't, they'll get what's coming to them. Okay, yeah. Tell me about the Godsmen. They took me in and trained me to be what I am today, and I got to thank them for that. They took my raw talent and shaped it into skill. I tell you, I'm a favorite of the Factals. And someday he'll show everyone just how important I am to this organization. They tell me that everyone has godliness in them. It's true for me. I think I'm closer than most folks, to tell the truth. That gives me the right to act like a god and to expect total devotion from inferiors. I'm learning to take power and move mountains with belief in myself. When I rule the cosmos, you can bet I'll remember every one of the Bergs who stood in my way. Okay, cool. Ganz normaler Typ. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? Ich weiß zwar nicht warum, aber... He looks you up and down carefully, considering, and says, "You want to be a smith, huh? Can't say the fire do much to skin like that." Take it then, and don't get in the way of my workers. Good day, sir. Okay, jetzt habe ich Eisenerz bekommen. Kann ich mir eine schöne Waffe schmieden oder so. Godsmen, Godsmen. Alyssa Tealed. Wir haben hier noch jemanden. Ah, weiß nicht. You see a short woman with slight horns in her forehead and ears that curves sharply back on her skull. She smells faintly of sulfur. Schwefel? Ich glaube, Sulfur ist Schwefel, oder? Even over the reek of the foundry's fires. Ins Eisenherz. Greetings, what can I do for you? I'm looking for the way out. No, I'm looking for the pickup office. I have an item waiting for me. It's that office with the desk. You should be sitting right behind it. Thanks. I need to pick up something from the clerk. Yeah? Okay. I need to get into that guarded room back there. I'd love to help you, but only the real high-ups can authorize that. You'd have to speak to Keldor about that. Okay. I need to use the forge. Certainly, just make sure you have the proper items for it. Protection from the flames, tongs, hammer, and of course your iron ore. Right. Where would I get those? If you can't find them lying around somewhere, then you'll have to buy them from the clerk. For a nominal price, of course. I'm looking for the way out. I'd like a tour. Was gibt's noch? Who are you? I am Alyssa Tealed, supervisor for this area. This area being a main foundry area of the Great Foundry, where much of our current public work takes place. The foundry is larger than this, of course, but we have a large contract we're working on, and we've been sworn to secrecy. So most of the work area is off limits. My apologies. I understand. Uff. I knew ich will eine Tour, genau. I'd like a tour. Ordinarily, there's nothing I'd like better. Sadly, right now we're a little busy. Come back in a year or so, and I'll be happy to provide one. What's going on? We've taken a huge and very, very secret contract. One that is taking up practically all our resources. We maintain a smaller operation for the day-to-day items for our other orders, but right now the foundry is devoted to fulfilling our contract. Don't bother asking about it, because I won't tell you. Okay. The forge. You step up to the forge. The heat is incredible. What do? Use the forge. The heat of the flame is too hot, even for your flame-toughened skin. You begin to take damage from the fire. Okay, lieber nicht. So, was haben wir hier? Kann ich hier rein? Ups. Door's locked. Hier geht's weiter. Miede. Das ist einer. Keldor. Keldor ist hier der Chef anscheinend. Ich will mit Severus reden, den kleinen Lurch hier, ne? Oh, da ist auch noch einer. You see a sandy-haired youth. He's on the cusp between adolescence and adulthood, and from his eyes it looks like he's trying to be as adult as possible, without having the slightest idea how. In other words, he seems innocent. Hey stranger, what can I do for you? Tell me about yourself. Me, I'm Cyrus. I grew up around here. Got to run through the foundry playing with stuff. I like pretty much everyone here, except for Tilden. Keeps saying I'm not raised right, and that my father is a poor parent. All I know is that Tilden's the biggest sot I ever met. Okay. Tell me about the Great Foundry. I grew up here. I played in the main foundry area and ran through the barracks. It stinks and it's loud and people can be like Tilden, but it's still home for me. Ja, schön was. Tell me about the people here. They're smiths and workers. I think they mean well, but they're also earnest and boring. They need to liven themselves up a bit, like, say, the sensates. Like the sensates, huh? They know how to live life. They know what it's all about, not like these people. They keep pretending there's some big noble purpose to it all, but I don't see it. My sister says that life is more than our senses show, but I don't see how she knows that, since all she knows is through her senses. I just don't get why people make this stuff up. Who's your sister? Sarossa. Taschengnom, guten Morgen, wünsche ich dir auch. You can just look at someone and see what needs adding and what needs taking away. I don't know how she does it. My father always said it was something about her ascending to another level. He said she was a born Godsman. Okay. Tschüss! Eileen? Erstmal hier mit Keldor reden. You see a sturdy man who looks like he's just bursting with vitality. His face is tanned and lined, and his black beard is beginning to show hints of white. Hail, stranger, and well met. What can I do for you this fine day? Who are you? He smiles broadly. My friend, I am Keldor of Durian, one of the factotums of the Godsmen, and nominally in charge of this place, while our true high-ups are gone in conclave. What can you tell me about this place? Oh Gott, immer dieselben Fragen. This is the Great Foundry, home of the believers of the Source, also known as the Godsmen. Here we make items that ship all over the plains. We are renowned in many worlds. Only the best work here. It's said that we've got a staff of smith that rival those in Mount Clangeddon itself. Whatever. Was auch immer das ist. Personally, I don't think we're that good, but we are close. Can you take an additional work? Sadly, friend, we cannot. We're engaged in a long-term contract right now that's taking up most of our resources. Perhaps when we've finished, in a matter of years, he shrugs. My apologies. Ja, irgendwie machen die gerade was, ein ganz dickes Projekt. Ich wette, dieses Projekt hat mit meiner Geschichte zu tun, irgendwie. Wir erinnern uns, dass wir diese Hexe suchen, ne? Diese Ravel. Und die ist irgendwo in einem Labyrinth gefangen gehalten. Von der Herrin der Schmerzen. Und wir wissen, dass das Portal irgendwo hier, glaube ich, in dieser Fabrik ist. In einem Konstrukt, was aber noch nicht fertig ist. Oder zumindest damals noch nicht fertig war. Irgendwie so eine Geschichte ist das. Also den Zugang zur Hexe bekommen wir wahrscheinlich hier irgendwo hin. Tell me boah, noch mehr auf... Will ich das wissen? Ja, tell me more about your faction. Ich will es unbedingt wissen. Gladly, what did you want to know? How do I join? Sly smile creeps across his face. Well, first you'll have to renounce your sensate membership. Very well. I renounce them. What do I have to do? If you wish to join the believers of the source, you must complete 3 quests. The first quest is this. You must go to the forge and create an item. This will show that you are capable of seeing the possibilities inherent in even a base lump of iron. That you are capable of bringing forth something that will stand the test of time. It measures your vision and your ability to make the potential actual. The potential actual. Okay. Talk to Alyssa, the foundry supervisor, in the main foundry. See how it all works.
Updated my journal.
Also, irgendwie mag ich die auch ein bisschen, ne? Also die Sensates die sind eigentlich mit am coolsten gewesen, dachte ich bisher, aber die sehen ja nur das, was ist, sozusagen, die Erfahrung, ihre Sinne, die Außenwelt. Und die Godsmen, die gehen noch so ein bisschen ins, ja, die transzendieren so ein bisschen in das Geistige. Ne? Das ist so der Unterschied. In das Potenzial und in die, ich sag mal, Ideenwelt. Oh, ich erinnere mich, als ich das das letzte Mal gespielt habe, hatte ich gerade mein Philosophiestudium angefangen. Also, und das hat natürlich direkt in die Kerbe reingehauen. Es ist, sind viele Sachen, wo es so Themenüberschneidungen gibt. Gerade mit der alten Antike. Aber nur. Das führt jetzt zu weit. Oh. Kann er mir noch mehr erzählen? Nee. I needed to ask some question about the forge. Nö. I'd like to see the secret project, if I could. So ganz naiv einfach mal fragen. Kann ich da mal hinter den Vorhang luren? He smiles. Friend, I can't give that to you until you prove yourself to a friend, yourself a friend of the Godsmen. Okay, erst muss ich schmieden. Tschüssi. Gucken. Kann ich hier durch? Oh. New Xander. You see a bushy-haired man, clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago. His clothing seems to consist of tattered street urchin rags, and he seems to affect a disdainful manner toward those around him, or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak to him, and then his eyes begin searching for your face carefully. You want something? Who are you? I am Neil Xander, great-grandson of the artificer Xero Xander? Engineer, dreamer, creator. and I have finished his work, the work that you commissioned, the Dream Builder. Are you ready to claim the use of it now? A Dream Builder? What's that? It is both machine and ritual. It is the state of mind and a construct of steam and blood. It grants dreams to those who enter its confines. It was built for you, and it's waiting for you. Are you ready to finish it off? It has been waiting for you for decades. How do you know it was built for me? Was laberst du mich hier voll mit irgendeinem komischen Zeug? Because my great-grandfather, Xenoxander, set your face in stone so that we would know you when you return for the work you commissioned. Guck an. You always thought you'd return, but no one else truly believed you would. Our family completed it because we said we would, and now here you are. You still have the stone? No, it was stolen from me a year ago. Ah, toll. I saw only a shadow flitting away. War wahrscheinlich eine Reinkarnation von mir. It was the only item taken from my home. I have no idea who took it, but I'd memorized the features. Alright, let's finish the Dream Builder. What I need to begin the final stages of the Dream Builder is a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize the dream sea on which you will float. Seltsame Dinge werden hier unterbreitet. Flesh and blood, huh? I've given enough of that lately. What would you like to know? Was sind jetzt so allgemeine Sachen? What can you tell me about the Godsmen? He sighs and collects himself. That's a long subject. Let's get started on it. Now, all creatures want something, don't they? They create, they build, they tear down, they dream, they fight, they fornicate. Fornicate, yeah. They do all these things because they want something beyond what they have. Even on the basest level of existence, every iota strives to be something greater. Some achieve this, some fall by the wayside. Every decision, every action, every reaction, these all create a base on which something else builds. Seems obvious, then, that our current exalted state of being is building a base for ourselves for something greater. What is that, if not godhood? That's the way I've always justified it, and frankly, I ain't in the mood for a philosophical discussion. You want that? Find a factor or something. Where can I find a factor? Factor Kelder's right up there on the days. Okay. Tell me about your co-workers. Ah, they do not possess a true fire. They speak of creation and they boast for their potentials, but they do not create anything beyond the mundane. Their imaginations are poor, limited, obsessed with the small details. A true dreamer, I say, creates a grand scheme and then concentrates on the details. Starting with details is for the ants of the imagination. The small insects who aspire only to be fed. Yeah. That's very charitable of you. Answer some other questions. Okay, what do you do here? What do I do? I'm the engineer of all engineers. Oh, Scheiden ist auch noch. I studied under the Tanari Smith Kazan, who tempered words on a forge of hate, quenched them in a through of despair, and sent them forth to slaughter stupidity. Elements of phrases, caustic words were brought to him, and he created weapons of terrifying magnitudes, weapons that would lay an enemy low and destroy the malformed ideas of others. I'm sure you've seen his work. So you create evil weapons here? Not at all. My forge is not built on hate, but on understanding. I have also studied under the archon artisan Terra Saphiria. You created the healing touch of a gentle thought, ideas that would still any fiendish, spitting heart. You worked as will with love and devotion. My work blends theirs, as all mortal psyches blend elements of the demonic and the sublime. Ronaldinhos, schönen guten Morgen wünsche ich dir. Are your co-workers as well trained as you? Na, dreimal darfst du raten. They do not. What do you do? Okay. Er will Blut von mir haben und Haut. Flesh and Blood. Okay, und da geht die Treppe hoch. Aber ich will erst hier hin. Was sind das hier für Türen? Na? Na, erstmal reden. You see a severe woman with flaming red hair, pulled back tight, giving her face a stretched, nervous look. She appears to be deep in thought. As you approach, she glances up and says, "Can I help you with something?" Yes, questions. Oh, immer noch dasselbe hier. Who are you? My name is Bedalin. I'm a magical engineer. Not a mage, mind you, but a theoretician. And I'm going to make sure the Godsmen don't get a chance to use that weapon or contract for other such weapons of war again. What are your questions? Okay. Tell me about the Great Foundry. He stifles a yawn. You can ask almost anyone else here about the Foundry, and you'll get the same answer. Oh Gott, bitte nicht. What makes you think I'll give one that's any different? Ask another question. Tell me of the project you're working on. Tell you about the project we've sworn our lives to complete and defend? No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Let's just say it's powerful, and it will be worth the effort we put into it. The other people here? Well, you've got the brilliant but eccentric Nihil Xander, den habe ich schon kennengelernt gerade. Der Gizerei Outcast Woman Kellera. Mit dem könnte Dakon mal reden, oder der. Thildon oder Childon the Grey, whose heart is much less ambiguous than his name. Keldor the Factor, Sandos the Factor, the two children of Sandos, supervisors, smiths, and a host of others. They all pass me by at one point or another, and frankly, I haven't made that much of an effort to get to know them. They work for me or they don't, and that's about as much as I care, I'm afraid. Okay, ich habe tatsächlich jetzt auch alle kennengelernt. Oh, mal ein bisschen hier durchstöbern. Was sind das hier? Das sind die Büros. Nichts. 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 Und nichts. Cool. Nichts. 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 Cool.
I'm gone.
Nichts. 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 Okay, das war auch eine Erfahrung. Hier geht's weiter.
Done.
Das sieht mir nach einem... Okay, bestimmt nicht rein. Door's locked. Sorry, sir. No one's allowed up here till the factor Sandos gets back. Can't go in. Can you tell me about him? He's a believer, sir. A true believer. He's moody. Moody? Muddy? Moody. He's moody. And all that travel across the multiverse can't be good for your head. You either lose perspective or get too much of it. Either way, it ain't good. I'm hoping he'll make it back safe. Okay. Done. Okay. Hier war hier noch was. Zurück. Da ist der olle Tildon. What's behind those guarded doors? I'm afraid that's a secret, sir. Even from our Welt faction members, unless you're involved in the project itself, or unless you receive authorization from one of the high-ups. We can't allow you in. How about I beat it out of you? Very well. Can you tell me where to find the clerk's office? Just south of the main foundry, sir. You'll find an office with a desk in it. That's the clerk's office. Thank you. Where can I find the high-ups? Either Sanders or Keldor should be able to aid you in this matter. Keldor's in the main meeting hall, just through the door on the right side of the main foundry. Sanders can usually be found in the rooms to the rear of the hall. Okay, tschüss. Im Süden. Also hier. Warte mal, da bin ich hergekommen. Und hier? Irgendwas? Dann hier. Guck mal. Nadelin. You see a wizened old man with trembling hands and a cunning face. He looks you over carefully and speaks. Have I seen you before? You seem familiar to me somehow. Das wird mir oft nachgesagt, dass man mich kennt. I suppose it's possible. I never forget a face. It will come to me, or batter with it. You remember where? It's important to me. Not so fast, lad. Takes a while for the mind to warm up to a task like this. I've lived a long time and seen a lot more faces in that time, and it ain't so easy to remember. Memory's a fleeting thing, and that's some you can bank on. Okay. Before replying, you mutter, "Tell me about it, lad." Then forget it. I'm here to pick up an item. Do you have a receipt? You need a receipt, or I can't give you anything. Yes, I do. The old man takes a receipt from you and scrutinizes it carefully. This thing's over 100 years old. How'd you come by it? I left it for myself, but I got busy. Das ist fantastisch. 40.000 Erfahrungspunkte eben. That's a good one, lad. I'll just bet you were busy. He laughs to himself. He passes over his armload. Here you go. Treat this work with care, you hear? That I will. Ich bin gespannt, was ich bekommen habe. No, I just want to see a smiling face. Ja, komm, normal. Ich habe mir noch nicht ausgequetscht. Who are you? Me, I'm Nedelin, Godsmen fighter extraordinaire. He sighs. At least I used to be. Now I'm a clerk in the foundry, breathing in this sooty air and hastening my dying day along. That's a pity. I'd like to pick some gear for the forge. Ah, they're wanting to be a smith now. Hey, lad? Very well. You'll need an apron. 10 copper. Some tongs. Another 10. And a hammer. Which will be 20. That comes to, let me see, 50 copper. Huh? That comes to 40 copper, old man. I'm sorry, but that sounds more like 40 copper to me. What am I thinking? Of course it is. I tell you, memory is an insidious thing. That it is. Give me the stuff. Don't forget to pick up some ore from Tilden if you're wanting to work the forge. He's a miserly bastard, but he's the only person to get ore from. Thank you. Okay, kann ich noch was abstauben? You have a receipt? You'll need a receipt. No, ich hab keins. Okay. Cool. Jetzt habe ich Zeug, jetzt kann ich was schmieden. Curious Ironwork. Das habe ich von ihm bekommen. Das war in dem Nachlass. This is a shimmering piece of filigreed metalwork that you picked up in the Great Foundry. Looks almost gauzy. Sharp edges protrude from it. You have no idea what to do with it right now, but it must be important if you left it behind for yourself. Identifizieren. Oops. All you need to do to activate it is find the proper key. Okay, kannst benutzen. Das ist schon mal geil. Das sind die Schmiedesachen. Oh, mal gucken. You unfold the shimmering metal. It seems strangely quiescent. You get the feeling that it's lying dormant until the portal key is near it. Hold it up and put it away. Okay, das ist also auch irgendwie... Ja. Das ist vielleicht der Key. Das ist vielleicht der Key für das Portal. Aber ich muss den Key erst aufschließen. Irgendwie so eine Scheiße, hat man mir gesagt. Hier, die Hexe, mit der ich kommuniziert habe, die hat mir das gesagt. You have to open the key. Das könnte es sein. Ein unfolding portal ist es. Ach so. Okay, das wird spannend. Komm, jetzt basteln wir uns was. Use the forge. Luke, use the forge. Yes. What would you like to do first? Oh, Kacke. Jetzt muss ich ein Schmied sein. Place it on the anvil and hammer away. Fine. Pick up the ore with the tongs and hold it in the flame of the forge. Ich glaube, damit fängt man an, oder nicht? Oder ready the tongs. Ready the tongs. You hold the tongs in a firm grip. As the sweat pours from you. What would you like to do now? Hammer on the anvil. Nee, das ist ja Quatsch. Pick up the ore with the tongs and hold it in the flames. The ore softens rapidly, soon becoming soft enough to work. Your hands grow slick with sweat. Place the softened ore on the forge and work it into shape. What would you like to forge? Something small and dangerous. A stiletto. Two-handed hammer? A battle axe. Nee. A stiletto. Ich will ja später mal Magier sein. A stiletto. A quick, easy weapon. And one that will get you away from this inferno much sooner. Are you sure you want a stiletto? Yes. Now, that is a nice piece of work. Your stiletto is not only functional, it's perfectly balanced and deadly looking. Nice work. This thing will serve me well. Keldor will certainly be impressed by this. Time to get out of the flames. Geil. High quality Stiletto. So. Guck mal, jetzt kann ich damit angeben gehen und dann werde ich aufgenommen. Bin ich auch ein Godsmen. Muss ich mich ein bisschen weiter einschleimen und dann... Was will die Post von mir? Wieder so ein Paket unterwegs oder was? Ja. Ja, Sendungsstatus, ja. Entschuldigung, kurze Unterbrechung. Zustelloptionen. Ablageort wählen. Ja, ist doch alles geil. Auf mich zu belästigen. Schmeißen Sie es einfach vor die Tür. Wie immer. So, Heldor. Let's go. Show him the item you forged. I have finished forging my creation. He takes it from you and examines it carefully. That is, without a doubt, one of the better pieces I have seen a recruit forge. You will go far, my friend. Are you ready for the next test? I certainly hope so. I suppose I am. He continues grimly. A murderer has struck in the foundry, and I am forsaken the usual test in order for you to track this killer down. Cool! Murder mystery! Go speak to the supervisor, Alyssa Teald, in the main foundry, and proceed from there. When you have completed your investigation and are ready to name the culprit, come back to me. Alright!
Updated my journal.
Nice. Detektivspielchen, finde ich am besten. Apropos Detektivspielchen. Ich habe ein neues Adventure gesehen. Was ist denn hier los? Da ist jemand zwischen die Zahnräder gekommen. Alright, everyone, you've seen enough. Get back to work. Oh Gott, ich sollte doch einen Mord aufklären. Jetzt habe ich schon einen zweiten Mord. Aber kurze Unterbrechung. Ich habe da so ein Spielchen gesehen, ne? Moment. Ich muss mal kurz auf meine Wunschliste gucken. Wo ist es? Ich habe hier echt noch so viel Zeug. Stalker 2, da freue ich mich so drauf. Und hier Ghost of Tsushima, das muss ich auch irgendwann nochmal spielen. Ich bin auch so ein Samurai-Fan. Edition muss auch nochmal irgendwann sein. Komm schon. Ich hab's gerade neu draufgesetzt. Alter Schwede, wann soll ich das spielen? Da, Casey Rain.
Rain Investigations. My sanctuary. The place I worked so hard for.
Wie geil das aussieht. Oder? Wie toll das aussieht.
With a life-changing bounty on their head. They say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Hübscheste Pixelgrafik, wirklich. Das ist, also traumhaft ist das. Erinnert mich so ein bisschen an die alten Sherlock Holmes Adventures. Und also ich hab keine Ahnung über die Geschichte und über die Person, ne? Ich meine, die üblichen Spinner sagen jetzt schon, eine Frau mit gefärbten Haaren als Hauptperson ist total woke. Ne? So ist es. aber ist, guck mal hier, äußerst positive Bewertung. Also, ich glaube, das Ding ist ein super Knaller. Aber alleine, wie das aussieht, alleine die Optik so ist, bin ich so heiß drauf. Super heiß drauf. Das ist dieses Jahr rausgekommen. Das hat mich echt überrascht. Das ist völlig unterm Radar geflogen. Das ist im Mai irgendwie schon rausgekommen. Da habe ich richtig doll Bock drauf. Aber es ist der zweite Teil. Ne? Und Casey Rain, der erste Teil, oh, krass. Der ist 9 Jahre alt. Den habe ich schon? What? Hey, Moment mal. Den habe ich? Warte mal kurz. Irgendwo muss ich mich doch daran erinnern, wenn ich das mal gespielt hätte, oder? Das sieht auch zuckersüß aus. Also natürlich muss ich den ersten Teil spielen, bevor ich den zweiten Teil spiele. Aber das hier ist auch sehr positiv auf jeden Fall. Es ist anscheinend ein super Ding. Wenn es einen zweiten Teil geht, der auch sehr positiv ist, dann muss der erste Teil ja ein Knüller gewesen sein. Also enthält 20 Steam-Errungenschaften. In Bibliothek. Casey Rain, das kann doch nicht sein, oder? Casey Rain tatsächlich. Und versteckt entfernen und zu Favoriten. Spielt? Zuletzt gespielt, 22. Mai. Spielzeit 7 Stunden. Ich habe 7 Stunden gespielt, dann habe ich es durchgespielt. Okay. Tag 3 abgeschlossen. Was ist denn da passiert? Wieso habe ich das denn nicht durchgespielt? Das kann ich nicht nochmal neu anfangen. Das geht ja auch nicht. Egal, erstmal installieren. Also, ja, aber ihr wisst, da habe ich Bock drauf. Casey Rain. Casey Rain spielen wir als nächstes durch eben. Eben schnell. Wieso habe ich das mitten im Spiel aufgehört? Das ist doch. Ich habe 7 Stunden gespielt. So lange kann das nicht mehr sein. Also bin ich irgendwie kurz vorm Ende habe ich aufgehört irgendwie. Warum auch immer. Vielleicht war ich zu blöd, ein Rätsel zu lösen und hab dann irgendwas Neues gespielt? Keine Ahnung. Egal. So, weiter. Wo waren wir stehen geblieben? War bestimmt Anna, ja. Das kann sein, ja. Plötzlich eine Freundin, Computer aus. So. Shame about that poor Smith Aveldon. Really it were. Still, he weren't one to keep himself to the grindstone. He weren't dedicated. Oh, was ist... Junge, die Leiche ist doch warm. This the way the planes turn. Mark my words. Every basher gets his due. Oh well, what can old Tilden do for you? Kannst mal aufhören, so ein Arschloch zu sein. What were you doing the night of the murder? Jetzt mal gleich direkte Fragen stellen. What was I doing? Why, I was sitting in my room with a nice loaf of bread and jug of wine, staying in. Didn't go out that night. Didn't see no need. Do you know anyone who can swear otherwise? No, never saw the need to make sure of it. One place you might ask if you're really looking for leads is Saros. That little thieving knight goes everywhere. What with his father being such a high up here, he always was into new experiences. Boy's practically a sensate, if you ask me. Probably wanted to kill someone and see if he could get away with it. So ein Stinkstiefel. Saros, eh? I remember that. In the meantime, I had some more questions. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? Ja. Da kann ich ja noch was basteln. Ist ja, ich mein. Suchen wir mal was. Use the forge. Yes. Ready the tongues. Pick up the ore. Oh, Catherine ist spielbereit. Ich möchte a two-handed hammer. Yes. Kann ich ihn nochmal anhauen? Will ich auch noch die Axt bauen. Wo ist er? Bursche. Gib mir noch mehr Erz. Give me more. Use the forge. Yes. Ready the tongs. Hops. Hops. Battle axe. Yes. Okay, was habe ich gemacht? Das sind einfach nur ganz normale Waffen. Okay. Die ich verhökern kann. Das ist in Ordnung. Das ist schön verkauft. Wo ist die gute Frau? Gute Frau. Lisa! You again? What do you want now? My apologies for my impatience, but we are on a schedule here. The Kelder's authority, I'm investigating the murder that occurred here. What can you tell me about it? You want to know what I saw the night of the murder? Well, I was working late and I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door into the meeting hall. They raised the alarm. Do you have any other details? I only know 3 people who had access to the building that night. They were Tilden, Saras and Bedalin. Okay. Bedalin war die Magierschmiedin oben auf der Balustrade. The 3 of them have dramatically different builds, but in the haze of the foundry I couldn't see clearly. How do I know you didn't do it? I have an alibi. Not to mention that Keldor already ascertained the truth from me. I have nothing to hide. Apparently, Tilden, Saras and Bedalin do. Though, because they wouldn't go under Keldors spell. Ah, Keldor hat so Magie, um rauszufinden, ob jemand die Wahrheit sagt. Ich muss nicht wissen, wo die zu finden sind. Ich kenne die. What's going on here? Liegt da einfach der Typ da? Na gut. Hier nochmal mit dem Verwalter reden. You mentioned having seen me before? Ja, das habe ich ja schon. Ne, nichts zu melden. Okay, dann reden wir mal mit den Leuten. Done. Bedalin, tell me what you know about the murder. Let's see. I asked the guards to head out for the night because I was working on some delicate engineering on the project in the next room. And I didn't need their psychic emanations fouling up some very crucial work. It was with some dismay that I found the body when I emerged from the room. Being as I have no other alibi, I realize I'm a suspect. And I suspect you've already found that I wouldn't consent to going under the spell to answer. The reason for that is that it would be violating the oaths of secrecy I swore to protect the project. I think I'll check on that with Keldor. You do that, he'll verify what I've told you. He administered the oaths to me, so he knows its power. Okay. Ja. Ja? Wieder zur blöden Treppe zu steigen? Saros. Bist du der Mörder? That poor Smith. I can't believe what happened to him. Er ist eigentlich ein netter Junge, glaube ich. It's pretty awful to be wedged into the gears like that. Do you have any idea what might have happened? I have some leads. Who told you? Supervisor? She's right. I come in here at night sometimes, when there's no one around. He looks around conspiratorially. Conspiratorially. Oh! Was zum... Ein unmögliches Wort. Bier. Jetzt, ich habe schon vergessen, wie es geschrieben wird. Conspiratoriali. Okay. Conspirutariuli.
Conspiratorially. Conspiratorially.
Okay, ist machbar, ist schaffbar.
Conspiratorially.
Conspiratorially.
Conspiratorially. Conspiratorially. Conspiratorially.
Okay, langsamer.
Conspiratorially. Conspiratorially.
Conspiratorially. Conspiratorially. Oh. Conspiratorially.
Conspiratorially.
Oh, das war gut. He looks around conspiratorially for a moment and lowers his head towards you. I saw Tilden creeping out of here. The main reason I know it was him is because he dropped something. He hands you an awl with the name Tilden etched into the wooden handle. Okay. Thanks, I'll be back to you again, I'm sure.
Updated my journal.
Was auf der 3?
Nee. Der große Zeiger ist nicht auf der 3. Nee. Keiner ist auf der 3 gerade. 11:15 Uhr.
Guck doch auf die Uhr.
Ich guck mal kurz auf die Uhr. Kind will wieder in eine Naschbox. Aha. Oh. Was hat er uns gegeben? Tilden's All. Das All. This is a well-fashioned awl with the name Tilden. All. All. All English. Alle? Aale. Denn eine Aale. Ist das irgend so ein Schmiedewerkzeug? Tatsächlich. Aale kann sich auf zwei verschiedene Dinge beziehen. Ein Werkzeug zum Stechen von Löchern oder eine nordhessische Wurstsorte. Okay, ein Werkzeug zum Stechen von Löchern. Eine Aale. Guck mal, wieder was gelernt. Okay. Genug. Nicht zu viel lernen. Ehrlich. Das ist ein bisschen leise. Okay. Wir wissen also, dass er zur Nacht des Mordes gelogen hat. Ich glaube, es ist die Wurstsorte, ja. Well, have you found a culprit for this heinous crime? Do you have evidence? Yes, Tilden is guilty. Theros gave me an awl he found near the body. It was Tilden's awl. No. Not enough. I wanted to talk about the murder investigation. Not enough. Na, okay. Okay. Ich würde sagen, ich werde jetzt erstmal... Wo ist Sarossa? Wer ist denn das? You see a young woman. As you approach her, her eyes stare directly into yours. You get the uncomfortable feeling that she's not just examining your eye color. Her gaze seems to penetrate far deeper than that. Greetings, stranger. How goes your day? What answers do you seek, half-man? Why do you call me half-man?
Updated my journal.
I call you half-man because I cannot see your spirit. All other mortals who pass through my life show their spirits to me as a shining spark or a smoldering ember. You show nothing at all. I call you half-man because I cannot see your spirit as I see those of others. Whether this is because you have no soul or because you have transcended, I cannot say. One way or another, you are but half a man. Dankeschön. What the other half is, I cannot say. Ja, das ist auch eine Art, eine Unterhaltung zu starten. Who are you? I'm Sarossa, daughter of Sandos, one of the factors of the Godsmen. Tell me about your family. My brother Saros is a child of the Foundry, yet I fear he has never embraced the philosophy of the believers of the Source. My father is a factor here, and his travels have led him far from the Foundry and into realms most mortals never even dream of achieving. Tell me about your brother. Saros is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over to his manhood. He is eager to prove himself equal of anything on the plains, full of the aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate than Godsmen, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are the most immature of all the factions of Sigil. Why are they the most immature? Immature. Why are they? Because, like children, they do not understand that there is more beyond the world of the senses, beyond what one can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. Look around you. You are in the outer planes. This is belief made solid. But that does not mean this seemingly rough matter can be comprehended by the senses. This is belief. No mere physicality can match it. Everyone seems to have a special talent. Tell me of yours. I know not how I came by it. Seems something that has always been a part of me. I can only surmise that my past lives and my beliefs in this one have given me a special insight into mortal nature. I am gifted with the ability to see a piece of the potential within every being. By reading the true name graven on that mortal's very being, and by slightly mispronouncing that word, I am able to change the nature of that potential, thus changing the nature of its bearer. What? Can you teach me this skill? I can change you, but I cannot teach you. It is like teaching color to a blind man, or sound to a deaf man. And I will change you if the price be right. Oof, what is the price? Tell me, do you subscribe to the philosophy of the Godsmen? Lie, yes. I don't know enough to tell you. Then learn more of us. Join the faction fully. If you haven't already, go speak to Keldor of Durian. He is a factor in charge of recruiting. You can find him in the Great Hall here. Farewell. Die kann irgendwas mit mir anstellen. Das finde ich gut. Keldor, komm. Ah ne, Quatsch, ich muss ja erst den Mord aufklären. Warte mal, da hinten ist doch auch noch dieser komische Vogel. Nilxander. Ja, der will immer noch mein Blut haben. Tell me what you know about the murder of this smith. What I know is nothing. I've been here working on my construct and concentrating on my work. I haven't paid attention to what the workers do. They do their job and I do mine. Okay, tschüss. Wende nicht meine Zeit. Du Lurch.
All right.
Okay, was haben wir hier? Alyssa. I want to go over your story again slowly. You want to know what I saw the night of the murder? Well, I was working late when I heard the sound of a scuffle. When I came out, I saw a shadowy figure slip out the door into the meeting hall, and I raised the alarm. That's it? Okay. Wo ist hier Mr. Grumpy Old Dad? Wo ist denn Grumpy? Hildon, da. Näher ran vielleicht. Saros, you remember Saros, don't you? Gave me an awl found near the body. Oddly, this awl has your name etched into the handle. How do you explain that? Gleich mal direkt konfrontieren.
Updated my journal.
Grumpy! Uke! Schönen guten Morgen! Und herzlich willkommen zu Hannes lernt Englisch und TH auszusprechen. Hast du die 7 Zwerge dabei? Nein, die 7 Zwerge habe ich nicht dabei. Aber hier ist gerade ein Zwerg oder ein Schmied zwischen den Zahnrädern zermalmt worden. He looks momentarily flustered. And then, Saros is a thief. Odds are they stole it from me. Fact. I've been missing my awl for some time now. Never mentioned it to anyone, cause I figured I'd just lost it. Now I know that Saros stole it to frame me. Better go get him before he gives you the laugh. Seeing your expression, he says, before he escapes. That sounds a little too pat. I'll ask him about it as soon as I get some more answers from you. Ja, okay, jetzt wieder zu ihm. Hör auf, immer zwischendurch dein Journal abzudenken. Kann ich nichts gegen machen, okay. Ich bin einfach, ich muss. Also während ich vor den Leuten noch stehe, nehme ich mein Buch raus und mache Notizen. Muss. Keldor? Nee. Mit ihm hier will ich ja reden. So. Hildon says that you planted the awl at the murder scene and that you're trying to frame him for the murder because you two disagreed. Of course you'd say that, just cause he's guilty and he wants to make you look someplace else. And he wants to make you look someplace else. Okay. I saw him kill that man. Was? Moment mal. Sure, we disagreed. But that doesn't mean I want him dead. Just because he's a total burg doesn't mean he should be arrested. He should be arrested for killing Avildon. Tell him he needs proof.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Unbefriedigend. Ich glaube, er lügt. Ich glaube, der Junge lügt. Du liest das schön vor, aber könntest du es ein bisschen mehr schauspielern mit unterschiedlichen Stimmen? Ja, manchmal. Manchmal mache ich das. Aber es muss auch die richtige Person sein. Ne? Ich kann ja nicht völlig ausufernd die Leute komisch darstellen, wenn es keine komischen Leute sind. Und das sind so langweilige Schmiede. Ja? Bei der Hexe hättest du mich hören sollen. Bei der Hexe war ich gut. Well, have you found a culprit for this heinous crime? Do you have evidence? Liebes Tagebuch, gerade hat ein Mann etwas zu mir gesagt. Ja, was? Der Mann stank furchtbar nach ein wenig Scheiße. Aber ich durfte mir nichts anmerken lassen. Ja, am liebsten, ich liebe am liebsten Detektivspiele. Und deswegen ist das. Aber das ist ein Billo-Detektivspiel. Ich muss hier einfach nur irgendwie die Antworten abklappern. Ich will viel lieber dieses geile neue Point-and-Click-Adventure spielen. Wie heißt es? Casey Rain. Machen wir dann Montag, glaube ich. Hannes. Not enough. Not enough. Ja, ist noch nicht genug. Ich muss erst mit den anderen Leuten reden hier. Scheiße ist das. Was haben wir denn hier? Ah. The Drifter, ja. Das habe ich ja schon durchgespielt. Das neue Torment von Brian Fargo. Ich weiß nicht, irgendwie so. Es ist auch ganz fantastisch. Es ist richtig geil auch. Und es sieht noch, es ist vielleicht nicht, nee, es ist auch sehr, sehr gut gewesen damals. Ja, das spiele ich gerne nochmal. Vor allen Dingen, weil es bestimmt auch sehr facettenreich ist und ich habe nur eine Seite gesehen. Ich habe es nur einmal durchgespielt. Das spiele ich auch nochmal gerne, das zweite. Murder? Nee, die hat nichts mehr zu melden. Wen könnte ich da noch ausquetschen? Sie hier tatsächlich? Rossa? Answers. Leise ist es. Der will immer noch mein Blut und meine Haut. Okay. Langweilig, töte irgendwen. Nein, das ist nicht diese Art von Spiel, Uke. Das geht nicht. Du bist ein Agent des Chaos.
Alright.
Ich eine gesunde Hautfarbe? Das liegt nur an der Beleuchtung. Das ist Quatsch. Ich bin so blass. Was machst du nächste Woche Mittwoch? Nächste Woche Mittwoch. Erstmal Stream. Ist ja Mittwoch. Von 10 bis 12. Und sonst... Lass mich kurz gucken. Was sagt denn der Terminkalender? Nächsten Mittwoch. Schön. Nichts. Nichts. Nächsten Mittwoch mache ich nichts. Nee, das ist die Schmiede, das ist alles okay. Ich spreche einfach nochmal mit Tildon, mit dem Dicken hier. What that little lickspit'll tell you now? I'm sure it were all lies. He tells me that it's not a frame. In fact, he says that he personally witnessed you killing the poor sod. Hey, what? I tell you that the boy's a thief and a murderer, and you don't believe me? What if I told you the lad's an anarchist too, a member of the Revolutionary League? True. If that were true, I'd see to it that he was brought to justice. Ich sag natürlich das, weil ich bin ein rechtschaffen Guter. Ich bin ein Cop.
Updated my journal.
Willst du mit mir auf einen schönen Ausflug kommen? Dann hast du ja Zeit dafür. Bodyshaming. Ja, Bodyshaming ist hier Programm. Ist kein Safe Space. Kein Safe... Doch, ist schon ein Safe Space. Ein bisschen. Was für ein Ausflug. Ich bin ein bisschen gespannt. Aber ich bereite mich schon auf ein Nein vor. Sag mir, was für ein Ausflug. Wenn du es nicht ins Internet schreiben willst, musst du mir heimlich schreiben übers Handy. Well, it's true. I swear it on the sainted eyes of my poor dead mother. Him and that engineer, Bedalin, they wanted to recruit me. I told them I joined them because I wanted to catch the turncoats. I do my duty by my faction. But then, well, then I decided it just weren't right for me to do that. That's when they decided they were going to see me swinging from the leafless tree. Guck mal, der alte Stinkstiefel, ne? Den hätte ich ja schon ans Messer liefern können. Das wäre dann sozusagen das schlechte Ende für die Quest gewesen wahrscheinlich. Und jetzt langsam komme ich dahinter. Nein, nein, nein. Hier ist so ein ganz komisches... Hier ist so eine Verschwörung. Gange. Und ich glaube...
Lieber Feigheit speichern.
Da könnte was dran sein. Es ist ein Safe Space. Ich habe die Safe sind. Ja, ich speichere sehr oft. Das stimmt. Aber jetzt habe ich lange nicht mehr gespeichert. Interesting. Yet ultimately unbelievable. It sounds too far-fetched. I think I have to just turn you in. Nein, 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 nein. I'll see. I'll check that out. I'll look into that. Thanks for the hint. Okay. Und wieder zurücklaufen. Alright. So, hier oben war die Magierin. Die hatte auch schon so einen... Ja, die hatte so einen leicht... Weiß nicht. Zwielichtigen Vibe hatte die. Ich speicher mal. Mörder. Tilden says you're an anarchist and that you're trying to pin the crime on him. Anger strikes sparks in her eyes, but a look of scorn replaces it so quickly you're not even sure you read it right. An anarchist, right? Here's my other leg. Pull that one too. Did you have some real questions? Or can I get back to my work? What was that flash of anger? She smiles slightly. You don't miss much, do you? Allow me to put it this way. How would you feel if you were falsely accused? My anger stems from that and nothing more. She seems honest about this. I don't buy it. You'll have to, because you're getting no other answer from me. She turns stiffly away from you. Farewell. Okay. Wo ist der Junge hin? Der Junge ist weg. Sarossa. Vielleicht weiß sie was. Ansys. Nö. Saros, da ist der Junge. Junge! Tilden tells me that you and Bedalin are anarchists and that you're trying to frame him because he turned down an offer to join you. Saros pales. Ha! He has nothing to do with this. Nee, das ist zu hoch. I did it on my own. But the truth is, Tilden shoved Avaldon into the gears. I put the all there to make sure everyone would know he was there. Because I'm just a kid and no one would believe what I was saying. Alright? I admit that I planted the all. But I only did it to make sure he got punished for his crime. What? He has nothing to do with this? Hallo? Ich hab dir gerade was völlig anderes unterstellt. Mit dem Mord hat das nichts zu tun. I did it on my own, but the truth is... Okay, das mit den Anarchisten, darauf geht er gar nicht ein. Why? Why should I not think that you're doing this to get back at him for some other crime?
Dated my journal.
Because I don't know why you think that, but I promise, go talk to him and tell him what I said. Then you can decide for yourself. I'll do that, stay here. Und wieder laufen wir.
Done.
Okay. Wo ist er denn? Ja, Grumpy. He says that he planted the all on the body, but only because he wanted to make sure that you'd be implicated in the death. He says you're a murderer, and he wanted to make sure you got caught. The supervisor's face drains of color. He, what? He admitted he's an anarchist? Naja, bisschen, ne? Aber nicht ausdrücklich. Yes, he seems to believe you're dangerous to everyone around you, whether they'll be anarchists or Godsmen, and that someone needs to stop you. He's willing to admit to his own crimes in order to ensure that you meet with justice. Klingt wie eine gute Antwort. His beefy face grows red with apoplexy. Das ist ein Wort, was ich noch nie gehört habe. You're accusing me? But I ain't the murderer. I'm just trying to expose anarchists, Burke. Damn you. You can't do this to me. You can't trust anyone who says they saw me do it. So you can't say I did it. Wouldn't you say the same thing under oath and under spell? I'm betting Saros would. Would you say the same thing under oath and under spell? I'm betting Saros would. Bugger, can I at least take my stuff and give his place a laugh? Old Tilden, make sure you won't regret it. Huh? No, remain here or suffer even worse consequences. You can rest assured that I can make certain of that. Good day, Tilden. Moment mal. Lass mich nochmal. Nicht, dass ich da irgendwie. Ja. Jetzt habe ich schon wieder dasselbe gedrückt. So, jetzt. Saros makes a better witness. He's more convincing and he's not as hated around here as you. I'm betting that his story is the correct one. I'm turning you both in. How's that? Gucken wir mal.
I'm gone.
Mal gucken, was passiert. Saros, du kommst mit. I found enough to make a decision. Dann gucken wir mal. Well, have you found a culprit for this heinous crime? Okay, dann gucken wir. Also, Tilden committed the crime, but Saros tried to frame him for it. It's an anarchist plot, and Saros is in the middle of it. Arrest them both. Das ist, glaube ich, meine favorisierte Antwort. Tilden did it. He had a personal problem with Avildon, and he was trying to frame Saros for the crime. Execute him. Saros is an anarchist trying to break down the foundry. He tried to frame Tilden for... Nee, beide kommen. Beide weg. What? Both of them? This is a sad day for the Godsmen. A sad day indeed. Allow me a moment to summon the gods. Take your time.
My journal.
He seems saddened by the ordeal. It is done. My thanks for resolving the investigation. You have but one task remaining to you. Thandos, father of Sarasa and Saros, one of our more vital members, has returned from a harrowing journey. He has locked himself in his tower room and is threatening to kill himself. Speak to him, stop him. Also die haben seltsame Quests für die Aufnahme hier.
Updated my journal.
Aber ich bin zufrieden mit dem Ergebnis auf jeden Fall. Greetings, sir. Did Keldos send you? Sandos came up here and he's been raving and muttering behind the door all day. I hope you can do something for him. We'll see about that. Calls through the door. Sandos! I need to talk to you. Muffled voice comes out from behind the door. Go away. Are you Sandos? Voice snaps. Who else would I be? These are my rooms. This is my faction. It laughs bitterly. This is where I'm going to die. Oh. Talk to me, boy. Well, good luck with it then. No one really cares. Tell me about yourself, Sanders. You want to talk? Is that what you want? How about you listen? Voice pauses and then gathers steam. What's the point of it? That's what I want to know. Why do we do the things we do? What's the thing that keeps us driving? Waiting for him to continue. Pride. Pride and ego. We keep telling ourselves that we can be something, that we mean something, that there's a reason we're here, but in the end it's all just blackness. I've seen that final blackness, and there's no reason to deny it. Yet we keep pushing on, out of foolish pride. There's no reason to it. Oh, da hat jemand so viele Pilze gefressen. Did you ever consider that you became a Godsman for a reason? What do you mean? You found a reason once. You believed that all we face is a test. You believed that we're here to push past that final blackness, to overcome it. Don't tell me you've gotten weak now. Das klingt nach einer guten. He barks out a sharp laugh. They taught you well, at least. Let me think about this. I hope you've got some time. All the time in the world, Sanders. Think it over. When it speaks again, the voice sounds a little more balanced. Go down and tell Keldor you've talked some sense into me. I'll want to see him eventually. But you've done your job. Go on now. Guck mal, so schnell ging das. Da ist er, der olle Sanders. Komm, hast du noch mehr zu sagen? I owe you my life, stranger. I won't forget it. But right now I have some thinking to do. I hope you'll forgive me for not talking. Yes.
Done.
I have succeeded. He has regained his zest for life.
Updated my journal.
You have succeeded. Glorious news. Congratulations, my friend. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Godsmen. Would you like to take the oath now? Or perhaps wait until later? Now! The oath. Life's tribulations are tests. There is nothing I encounter that is not a lesson. Pain is your multiverse's way of reinforcing a lesson. What I hate most in others is a reflection of what I hate most in myself. I will act to activate my potential and to aid others in achieving their goals. I will remember The divinity's spark is present in everything. I swear fealty to the believers of the source and their goals, never to forsake them. To swear the oath, and Keldor smiles. Welcome to the Godsmen, lad. You need anything from me now?
Updated my journal.
I like to purchase some items. Gleich mal gucken, was die in seiner Schatzkiste haben hier. Ascension, Reason, Enlightenment. Das ist 1 Charisma. Using Damage. Das ist doch ein feines Ding. Ist gekauft. Geil. Kann ich hier was verkaufen? Und sonst gibt es nur ein paar Zauber. Uninteressant. Das hier auch alles. Das braucht ja kein Mensch. Okay. Enlightenment. Ich laufe mal als mein oller Dolch hier auf jeden Fall. So. I'd like to see the secret project if I could. You have proven yourself trustworthy. Here, take this. He presses a token emblazoned with the Godsman symbol into your hand. Do not lose it. If you do, I'm afraid I cannot replace it. So be careful with it. Is there anything else I can do for you? Yes. I need to place the rest? No. Yes. Geil. Die Sachen hier, die kann ich wegschmeißen, ne? Thanks to your words, my father Sandos is alive and well. I can only hope that whatever force has scarred him this way, I cannot believe he came to this on his own, will pay for its misdeeds. What else can I do for you? Ja, komm, du kannst jetzt hier mich tunen. Can you teach me this? Can you change me? I can change you, but I cannot teach you. It is like teaching color to a blind man. Ja, ist okay. What is the price? Tell me, do you subscribe to the philosophy of the Godsmen? Yes.
Updated my journal.
Then I feel... Wisdom plus 1? Then I feel no qualms in sharing my gift with you. He speaks in arcane syllable, one that shakes you to your very foundation. And somehow your flesh feels stronger. Did you do that? I know not how I came by it. It seems something that has always been a part of me. I can only surmise that my past lives and my beliefs in this one have... Was haben die Kinder vor 10 Jahren gemacht? Wie heißt das nochmal? Hab den Namen vergessen. By reading the true name graven on that mortal's very being and by slightly mispronouncing... Ja, das hat sie uns schon mal alles erklärt. Das interessiert mich ja alles gar nicht. Okay, tschüssi. Ah, geil. Permanente Attributsboni nehmen wir liebend gerne. So, Alyssa, hast du noch was Neues zu sagen? Nix kannst du. Okay. High Quality Stiletto kann weg. Forgehammer kann weg. Kann alles weg. Werde ich wahrscheinlich nie wieder brauchen. Okay. Aufmachen. Nee, okay, hier. Aufmachen! denn hier los? Ich hab doch jetzt dieses super Ding. Nicht? Door's locked. Okay. Show the token to the guard. I've got a token. He examines the token closely. My mistake, sir. May I help you with anything else? No, good day. Und da geht's ab. Sehr schön.
Done.
Kelera. Jetzt mal schön ein bisschen plündern. Warte mal. Wir stecken einfach die ganze Scheiße, die wir jetzt nie wieder brauchen, dazu. Op. Okay. Das ist eine Laserwaffe. Das ist ja geil. You see a Gitzerai woman, bald, with scarred cheeks and a cat's grace in her walk. As she turns toward you, she spies Dakon. Her eyes widen. She addresses him. You bring joy to my heart. My name is Kelera. May I aid you? Oh Gott sei Dank. Endlich mal ein Gizerei, der nicht sofort irgendwie kämpfen will. My companion would like to speak with you concerning the workings of this device. May he speak for the two of us? She looks at you and looks back at him quizzically. Of course, esteemed one. If you speak for him and accept responsibility for keeping what passes here secret. She turns her attention reluctantly to you. You have questions for me? Yes. She glances at Far from Grace and her mouth curves in a graceful mow. I apologize, honored one, but I cannot speak of this. I am both contractually and magically bound not to speak of this in the hearing of certain manifestations, shall we say, of belief. She turns to the succubus. My apologies, Lady Grace. I understand. Clara bows. What does it mean? She can't speak about it in the presence of fiends. I would speculate that since she's been bound contractually, that means it's a project of law. And since she's been bound to it magically, it is likely Batitsu in origin. That's quite a chain of speculations. Is she correct? Again, the supervisor turns uncomfortably toward Fall from Grace and grits her teeth. I may not speak of it. Fine. Bap. Aside to Dakon. Who's she, and why does she treat you with such respect? She is of the people. Her markings tell of one who has walked the path from limbo and has been made to not know our ancestral home. Her markings tell all Gitzerai to render her assistance, and tells Gitzerai that she is still of the people. Her reverence for me is a reverence shown to all the earth. Okay, cool. Alright. Nothing. Ja. Ich muss hier irgendwie die dumme Kuh abstellen, damit die mit mir redet. Wie mach ich denn das? Erstmal speichern, dumme Kuh anreden. Kurz nach Hause schicken, ja, das dachte ich auch. Geht nicht. Hier vielleicht? Nee. Ist doch komisch. Hm. Aha. Who has contracted for this device? She glances at Fall from Grace, and her mouth curves in a graceful mow. I apologize, honored one, but I cannot speak of this. Ja, ja.
I'm gone. Irgend so eine Superkanone bauen sie hier. Ich kann sie benutzen. This enormous device thrums with power. It looks like a gigantic flower, created, not grown, and adorned with metal bulbs and flange. A bewildering array of knobs, gauges, and vents baffle your eye. Play with the controls. Das soll schon schief gehen. You don't seem to have any success in changing anything right now. Okay. Okay, wie kann ich denn jetzt meine Gruppe ändern? Ist ja Quatsch. Hier vielleicht? Ne? Options? Nö. How to play. Computer sagt nein. Hm. Hm. Kurz nach Hause schicken wäre echt mal jetzt ein Dingens. Take a message to Keldor of Durian at the Foundry. Gift Spill the Auctioneer has asked me to deliver a message. Oh, muss ich noch machen. Oh, hier will ich auch rein. Hm. Aber das Gruppenmanagement, ne? Also ich frage mich auch, bei Baldur's Gate konnte man das ja, glaube ich, sogar schon machen, dass man Leute kurz mal abstellen kann. Was musste man denn durch Dialoge machen? Und das ging, meine ich, gerade nicht. Soll ich nochmal gucken. Und das ist Keldor und dem sollte ich eigentlich eine Nachricht überbringen, aber ich glaube, vielleicht habe ich die Nachricht irgendwie verlegt. Vielleicht habe ich die Nachricht irgendwie irgendwo weggeschmissen. Das kann gut sein. I don't care. So. Okay, versuchen wir nochmal.
Yes?
Nee.
Yes?
Shit. Hier brauchen wir wieder eine Übersicht, was es für Soundbits gibt. Weiß ich gar nicht selber. Muss ich mal in den Streaming-Elements gucken. Haben wir, ne? Avatar. LOL. Triumph. Ne, Bravo. Ich weiß gar nicht. Aber so viele neue sind noch nicht dazu gekommen. Doch, letztens hatten wir doch einen neuen, oder nicht? Warte mal. Das gucke ich eben nach. Und ich habe noch ein paar Soundbites. Aber ich glaube, die habe ich fertig geschnitten, aber noch nicht eingebaut. Noch bei DSA letztens, beim Schwarzen Auge hatten wir irgendwie was Lustiges. Wo ist das? Beim Chatbot, Chat Commands. Boring, Avatar, LOL, Save, Geduld. Was ist denn Geduld? Geduld. Den haben wir selten. Den haben wir selten. Ah, ich habe die von DSA aber noch nicht. Ich meine, ich habe die aber schon geschnitten. Was waren das denn für lustige Dinger nochmal? Irgendwann werde ich sie finden. Aber es ist eh 12 Uhr. Wir müssen Schluss machen. Okay, wir speichern. Save Game. Da. Wo geht's denn jetzt lang? Blablabla. Okay. Ich gehe jetzt erstmal, ich google das einfach. Das ist ja Quatsch, dass man sie nicht wegschicken kann. Egal. Also, auf jeden Fall, was gibt's zum Mittagessen? Für mich nichts. Für das Kind Spaghetti Bolognese. Ich habe schon gefrühstückt. Ich muss auf meine Kalorien achten. Bin wieder streng. Will wieder abnehmen. Auf jeden Fall. Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich wünsche euch ein schönes Wochenende. Vielleicht wird es dazu kommen, dass ich am Wochenende das eine oder andere Mal spielen könnte. Und mal gucken was. Entweder das neue Point-and-Click-Adventure oder ein bisschen WoW. Das ist irgendwie gerade auch ganz nett. Und so schön hirnlos. Hast nichts verdient. Musst dich mehr bestrafen. Wie? Ich hab alles verdient. Auf jeden Fall, ich wünsche auch dir, Uka, ein schönes Wochenende. Ich wünsche euch allen ein schönes Wochenende. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis die nächsten Tage. Spätestens bis Montag. So, macht's gut. Tschüss.